This is a really easy boot to put on.
You could basically do it hands-free.
I want to try.
You're already in there. He's going to do it. He's going to do it, folks. He's going to break something.
My left ankle cracked.
Moving on to the head edge boot, some of the major updates for this season compared to the previous version of the head edge is you lose the walk mode that was on the previous versions, which in our opinion is like one of the best upgrades they could have made. It makes the boot a little bit more legitimate feeling. It feels more stable, more of a progressive flex as opposed to like a blocky linear flex that walk mode had. Still easy to walk in. The walk mode didn't really articulate the cuff a whole lot. This just skis much better than the previous version of itself. Of the boots out there, this is kind of the most interesting in construction of the shell itself because of the way that the overlap works. So you have the lower shell comes up basically to the top of the boot. Compared to the Magna, not a whole lot is different as far as the shape of the boot goes, but with that softer material using the liner, you're gonna feel like you have more length. Head is known to build like a little bit more generous fitting boot in length. Instep pressure is less notable than probably any of the other boots you've had on so far, and it's gonna feel softer in the heel. Still firm, especially laterally, like it doesn't feel like it's too open that your feet would shift and slide around a whole lot. Similar to the Delta boot, it does have a little bit more of a narrow cuff. So again, larger calf muscles may have a more difficult time fitting in this boot
Like so.
as easily, but with the adjustability of the cuff itself, you can fit a calf muscle in there with a little bit of work. And then also one of the more interesting design aspects on this boot compared to everything else that we're going to talk about is how high up the shell comes. So it comes up to the top of the boot, which allows for a little bit more of a smooth feel and flex. It's their way of achieving that kind of progressive flex. And then also easy in and out of the boot because you can grab pretty easily up top here to open and split that shell open. With the BOA on top of the foot here, again, similar to the Delta, the BFC, and the Sport Machine, easy to get the boot to wrap around the foot without crushing or creating pressure points directly above your foot, especially on that like bonier portion of the bridge of your foot.
Yeah, I feel 0 pressure points in this, and it feels actually, I can feel the boot consistently.
Yep.
On the sides of my feet, through the heel, on my Achilles. The only place it feels roomier than anything else is length.
Yes. That's your most generous fitting boot in length out of everything that we've got going on here. So if you're between sizes or you can't tolerate any sort of tension on the end of your toes, have a wider foot shape, this is one of the best options for you.